Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Market Check brought to you by BB. The title of today's stream is Crypto Conference Tomorrow from the US Government. Market Check. Well, I don't really even know what it is. I'll be completely honest. I don't know if anybody even really truly knows what it is, but it's, to my understanding, a crypto conference slash town hall being put on by the Trump administration. So that's unique, right? That's super unique. I think there's a whole bunch of different kind of speculation across the board. What could it truly mean? What kind of announcements are we going to get? Are they bullish? Is it a nothing burger? I don't think it would be bearish news, right? But I think maybe it's one of those instances where people are once again expecting the world and they're kind of left sitting there going, well, we had such high hopes and expectations and they simply weren't met. And I think a lot of the rumors that I'm seeing kind of swirling around right now have to do with the removal or the reduction of taxation as it pertains to cryptocurrencies. I don't really know much more than that, but I have seen some like sources are saying someone close to the Trump administration, that kind of stuff, where it's like you have to take it with a bit of, a grain of salt, to say the least, where you don't really know how true it is, what the likelihood of it is, how valid it even is. And then again, even if it is good news like that, you have to also think, well, something like that, it could be said, but it actually has to become law before we truly feel it. So there's a whole bunch of different things to consider, but I would say at a minimum, it's very unique that we're going to have this like official presidential town hall for crypto. I don't even really know what it is, but super interesting. We'll see what today's price action brings. Bitcoin looking all right here, but good morning, Tucker. Good morning, Jackus. Hope you guys are both doing well. Tucker, what do you make of this crypto town hall thing that's happening tomorrow?
Yeah, I really hope it materializes into something positive, because if it doesn't and we just get, an announcement of an announcement and it's kind of a nothing burger, then that would not be good. I still think we can kind of, like as we have, right, like pump into said event. I just don't want to see us like, pump into the thing and then nothing happens and it's super vague and weird and then we just, do one of those. But I don't know, I just want to see something actionable, something real that they announce. So that's, I don't really have any alpha on it other than I think most people think it's a sell the news, which could very well be real, and we could pump into it and kind of sell out of it over the weekend. But yeah, it's on these news announcements. It's kind of a wait and see situation. There's no way to know what they're gonna do, but that's kind of my bias as of right now. That we should kind of pump into the event as speculation occurs, but. Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know exactly what they're going to do, but I'm just hoping they do something that's actionable, like I said.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Chef, are you here with us? You were on mute.
I'm here. I know that this surprise to lots of crypto folk. But yeah, there's also people that do that kind of activity around. Actually quite a lot. And I'm happy with everything. So thank you guys.
Congrats, Jack. That's amazing.
Thank you.
The baby's cool too. The activity's even cooler. Congratulations. That puts you in a very exclusive group of people in crypto that actually have a sex life. That's pretty cool, Jack.
And family. Yeah, that's actually a rarity around these circles, I suppose.
It's very rare. Yeah, it's very cool.
I feel incredibly grateful and happy. And this was my first day looking at the picture of the child.
You should name him Soybean. Little Soybean.
Oh man, no. We discussed this, but he's not touching crypto anytime soon, man.
Good. There's a better life for him out there.
Yes, and I will work my ass off to make it happen. So that's for sure. No idea. It's still too early to tell. It's still like 3 centimeters long, which is like less than 1 inch. I remember that joke from Discord.
I'm not making any jokes.
So yeah, we'll see. So we'll see what it will be, and we are not yet sure if we want to know ahead. So, but amazing times. Thank you guys all. It's truly a special day.
Name him
Special
Shine.
time. Shine. Yeah, it's going to be tough battle, man. Naming him. I'm not good at naming stuff, so we'll see, but we'll figure it out as everything. So thank you guys again. Thank you.
So DXY is cooked. The dev is pulling the liquidity on DXY. It's actively rugging. Look at that thing.
Token unlocks.
Token unlocks on DXY.
And ironically, it's happening.
Yeah, I mean, I could see a little bounce here, but it really looks, yeah, exactly, Tucker. It looks pretty bad. It looks pretty bad. Not gonna lie.
I think we already had like 37 trillion of token unlocks so far, or something like that.
Jackus, what do you make of the crypto conference thing tomorrow? Whatever it even is.
So I definitely think this is always longer term bullish, because just the fact that it's being discussed by like let's just step back and look at the fact, right? US government is discussing crypto. That is by itself amazing stuff, because if we look back, this was something like unprecedented. And whenever it was mentioned before, it was like, yeah, that's scam, it's used for money laundering and all of that. Nowadays, very different situation. So just by itself, very good thing. Obviously, I'm not expecting like some crazy stuff to come out of it like right ahead. I think maybe too many people are too much hopeful for it, that like they're gonna say something tomorrow that will make the market pump immediately 1,000 points. I'm not sure that's the case, but I think inherently they will be discussing stuff and coming out with solutions that inherently has to be bullish for the space longer term, in my opinion. Whether that's as something as basic as truly establishing some clarity on the space and stuff, right? Just again discussing it, things moving, right? Things not being stuck at like this loophole that we've been in. So definitely bullish, but I wouldn't view it as, again, being like prices down and please, we all look forward to that announcement, and it surely must mean that we are just going to pump because of it. That's not what I would do. I think lots of people could be doing that. I think there is going to be lots of leverage both sides, with people trying to front run that, while it may be, again, nothing burger, right? We need to go with what we had so far, realistically speaking. And that's, so far, we really just had announcements of announcements and nothing serious yet, which, again, I think it's coming, but so far that's been the case. And yeah, that's kind of, I suppose, where I'm. I still think the trend locally is, for broader crypto, is still down. I still think we rather have reasons to reach for it, but as I've been saying, we've also hit levels that are very lucrative longer term, and we also see stuff like DXY dropping, and yields, and I think that's overall really positive for the for the future, for this year, I think we will be a lot higher by the end of this year than we are currently. That's what I'm pretty confident about right now.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. I would be pretty surprised if they actually announced something tomorrow. I don't think they can do that. But I also think it could probably give like a short-term pop to this market if they do announce something big again, like a strategic digital asset reserve. Like if they give more information on that, or he says something about like taxes and crypto, we'll see some volatility, right? But the question is, can we sustain any pump without material legislation being passed? At this point, it seems like the market really is not interested in speculating and pricing in advance any of these promises. They want to see it actually kind of come to fruition, which makes sense. But I agree, like high time frame, remainder of this year, bullish, immediately, maybe a little pop, but I don't think, unless we get something crazy, unless Trump goes up there and he's literally just like, you know what, zero tax on any crypto,
Oh my
he's
God,
like, I
bro.
will not relent, that
That
might
would be
move us
bullish,
pretty-
yeah.
that might move us pretty hard. But unless it's something dramatic like that, probably just kind of another announcement of more announcements, right?
Yeah, again, I think just the fact that these things will probably, like, I'm not even sure what to expect of it, right? Or like what people are expecting. It's more like, hey, some crypto event is happening by US government, but some people are expecting announcement. I would, some people are expecting discussion, whatever. I think that discussion is going to be very good and very good for the space longer term. Again, just that stuff. They'll probably touch upon taxes, maybe. Who knows? But I think it will lead, if anything, it leads to further questions and further stuff being discussed and essentially, solved.
Hopefully. That's all we can hope for.
I still really like this example right here.
I mean, it's not perfect, but like,
No, it's perfect.
it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Perfect. As far as fractals go, it's pretty damn good.
It's pretty damn good. Yeah.
Pretty damn good.
Jackus, do you hate this?
Why would I hate it?
It's okay. You can be
You're
honest.
eating again. You're eating.
He's eating chips again.
Not
This is
chips.
This
No.
is new lunch hour.
Yeah.
My girlfriend made a really good pie,
Ooh.
so I'm just eating it.
Are we talking like a shepherd's or like a sweet pie?
Like a sweet apple pie, but it's not like an actual pie. It's a Czech specialty. I do not think you guys do that, but you can think of, like sort of apple pie.
Louis. Louis, stop, bro.
What did Louis say? Cream pie. Oh my God.
Oh,
Louis, it's too much.
Louis.
I will screenshot it though.
The meat stick.
The meat stick.
The meat stick.
Meat stick been awake for too long, man.
He's been up for a long time. I don't know, man. I like this example, but we'll see what happens, right? I had a tweet yesterday. I was talking about how in Trump's first term, we saw some similar weakness out of DXY starting in Q1, but we really didn't see risk begin to rally until like April, right? But then things more or less went vertical from April through December. So we'll see. I mean, maybe we take that final little stab lower that Jackus is looking for, right? Just like a little baby deviation below that line, Tucker. But I don't know. I mean, it just feels like higher time frame. We really are getting into that territory where you have to be a little bit careful about missing like the forest through the trees, I think, because you can kind of enter like your own mental doom loop where you just become so pessimistic and like fixated on lower prices because it's been kind of crappy across the board lately, that there's always more money to be made, in my opinion, positioning for like 6 to 9 months out rather than like 6 to 9 days out, right? So I view this as deep value, honestly. Like I don't share the belief that some of these analysts on X are talking about, like, you know, $1,200 to $800 ETH suddenly. Just like, man, I don't see that personally. I guess I could be missing something, but I really just don't see that. That's a pretty egregiously low target, in my opinion.
What, $1,000 for ETH?
Yeah.
Listen, I think you guys know me. I have I can be bearish at times, intermediate. I do not enjoy it, but there are, like, you do not want to be greedy, and I've been through few cycles. Maybe I can share a screen here and there.
Oh.
The thing is, right, is that, and I do not. I'll have to make fucking folders.
It's so dramatic. It takes 2 seconds.
I have it because I never know how to name it, so I'll just keep it as a group. The thing is that people are always, Louis said this many times too, and as always, it's incredibly tough to find the right balance, right? That's the toughest thing in life, in anything, to be finding the balance. And like, where do you get bearish but do not miss the bull market? And where or like, how do you stay bullish, right, for enough time to not miss the majority of the bull market, so you do not sell here, but at the same time, so that you get bearish quick enough so that you do not round trip all the gains? And that's like the eternal question. And also, when you are in a cash, which is fine, how do you not become, and this is what Louis says, right? Greed works on both sides, and that's totally true. And you do not want to be waiting for two lower targets too. So like, if you actually are, good enough to find that for whatever reason you think BTC here is going lower, doesn't matter what it would be, right? Let's say you somehow managed to sell, and you waited, and now the price is lower, right? And it can keep going lower. Where is that level you're going to buy back so that you do not miss out? Because each cycle, I've seen it 2 cycles in a row, and on many pullbacks too, where people are too greedy with the targets. And so in 2018, this was, and it's really easy in hindsight because people didn't live through this day by day, hour by hour, right? They were not here for every minute here looking at the chart on the hourly time frame. When the market breaks and is looking like this, it's looking so fucking damn ugly. Like, this looks like it's never coming back, and if so, it's going to take years. And so the market, but what I was trying to say is that people were looking once again for 2 deep levels, and there were reasons to be, right? There was a reason, for example, for this retest. Well, guess what? The market never came back, even down there.
Read that,
I know.
He's right.
Is it that loud though?
It's so loud.
It's loud, yeah.
Okay.
So loud. You're just hammering your keyboard.
All right. I'll mute it next time I have to type.
No worries. Listen, I'm eating, Tucker's smashing the keyboard. It's okay. And sometimes we hear Max Kit in the background too, so everything fine.
Sometimes you hear me crying in the background. It's not a big deal.
It's just a family stream here. It's a cozy place. You come back, have a good time in a day, chill.
He goes,
Anyways.
Tucker, shut your fat fingers off.
Can't help it, bro. Can't help it.
He's so aggressive.
I know.
Instead of being like, "Hey Tucker, would you mind putting yourself on mute when you type?" Tucker, shut your fat fingers.
There's no,
Fucking fat sausages, don't do it. Anyways, so the thing is, right, is that people were looking for lower, even here. Shit. People were looking, for example, for this demand, right, to come in, and it didn't. And at certain point, and it's okay to have the lower targets too, but you need to be ready for the market to not go there too. So for example, let's say you got bearish, you sold whatever, you still waiting for lower. The market is at certain point not giving that. And I think, realistically speaking here, what you wanted to do is sort of see this monthly support. Monthly supports are incredibly strong. We stayed in it, and that was your level. But zooming in a little to weekly or 3D, you started to see the market rotating, and at that point, it made no sense to remain bearish, right? And then the market moved, and the thing repeated. What I'm trying to say again is that you need to have some levels in which the market cannot then drop below, because the market cannot come back. And so, for example, that are usually the higher time frame levels, right? For example, you wouldn't want to be. You could have seen a sweep here, right? But you do not want to see price losing monthly levels. Here we also held the monthly level. Here we broke out and then retested and held the monthly level. And so here, if you were breaking lower, you did not want to see it, because that would legit mean lower levels, right? So the price has certain structures it has to hold. The same thing here, right? People are waiting lower, didn't came, and so forth. Now, what I'm trying to say was ease. And again, I will have to make the folder there. Is that if you are, and this is where I'm coming back to 1,000, right? And I suppose like 1,000, yeah, but if you are, the price has to be holding certain levels. And if it's not, and this is a strong demand, this whole thing is a mega demand. Yes.
Hey, watch it.
This needs to be held. For if you are not holding it and you can really squeeze it up to here, then you are really breaking the macro structure. And at that point, you are likely coming lower than 1,000. And at that point, you are really hoping, that you basically bottom here. But it's right now calling for 1,000 simply doesn't make sense from a single perspective, is that you are totally ignoring this mega demand that's right there. Sorry, yes, it's dollar now. Simply, the market is likely to hold these big levels. It always does. It always reacts to them. And so calling for it right now makes no sense to me until you lose it, right? And then if you lose it and you hit like 1,300, and obviously there can be a huge liquidation wave, that's totally fine. But if you are like gradually moving below here, then you can be calling for 1,000. But I do not think that calling for 1,000 right now makes sense. And so it's okay to be bearish, but at a certain point, you need to understand that the market is starting to rotate and the risk is beginning to the upside. And that's, in my opinion, what's starting to happen now. And it makes no sense again to be calling for 1,000 because you wanna go level to level. And right now, to me, 1,000 simply seems as a hope, which doesn't mean it cannot happen, but it would sort of be like in the prior cycles expecting BTC, and people did expect it to to, for example, here go back to retest all-time highs, right? But that would be ignoring the bottom demand, for example. And so when you have that bottom demand, you simply do expect it to hold, and it usually does. Especially, it doesn't have to happen on hourly or so, but on the weekly and monthly, there are no higher time frames than it. And that's why these are the most observed and bid levels in the charts. Yeah.
Well, what do you think about Bitcoin right there, Jackus? Do you think that wick is our low?
It could be, because BTC is in an entirely different position than ETH,
Mm-hmm.
and it totally could. So, yeah.
I don't think Bitcoin looks. Whoa! Where are you going, Jackus? Where are you going? I'm not done with you yet. I just had to send a message real quick. Where are you going?
Eating apple pie.
No.
He's gone.
I'm hungry. The chef just made me food, then took it away. I'm hungry. I'm happy you had pie.
I haven't yet. I haven't finished it.
You took
I
my
instead.
food away. It's like sitting in front of me. I'm about to eat, and you just like.
No, Max. I've already served the meal, and you already were supposed to eat, but instead you were looking at your phone and you didn't eat.
It was.
Oh man.
You misbehaved.
Starving, and it's your fault.
So, what were you going to ask?
It doesn't matter anymore.
He forgot. He forgot.
I don't want to talk about it.
He forgot.
Not in the mood anymore. No, that's a good line, Tucker.
It's a great line. It's a great line.
And then like the mega demand right below, like that we're right on top of, like that mega demand.
I I wish it went a little deeper, honestly. Like to here.
No. Go to the 2-week chart. Dude, it's that block right there, that 2-week block. Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's a clean mega demand.
Yeah.
Wait, we don't see anything?
No, not again, bro.
Are they serious or are they messing with us?
No.
Dude, why?
What?
I would guess they're serious.
Dude.
Hang on. Jackus, that's your fault, bro. You had the screen up and you yeeted it.
Dude, no, yesterday we agreed it's Max.
No, it's back. It's back.
Why?
I see it on YouTube.
I see it now too, but I want to know why it's been doing that lately. Dude, you know what it is? It's StreamYard. There's this new, like, have you seen the scenes thing?
On the level, yeah. Sorry, on the left.
On the left, yeah.
As soon as that popped up, we're having issues with the screen sharing.
Yeah,
now.
and it says it's in beta too. Which
we got to let them know to just jeet this thing.
Like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's not good. Okay. We'll have the dev take a look at it.
What if we all hide it? Like you can click hide scene span.
I did hide it, but I think
mine's been like that.
I still think they changed something like on their back end, and it's modifying the screen sharing. So, all right, whatever. We're good now. I think we're solid. But yeah, guys, this is solid mega demand right here. That's what we were trying to show you. 2-week mega demand. Looks good. I like it.
What do you guys make of stuff like total 3, total 2, total?
Well, this is total 2, isn't it? Or this is others.
That was others. Oh man, what are all these?
Schizo lines.
Yeah, we do have some schizo lines going on. All right, let's make
that looks bullish to me, man. I mean, you could argue we take out the lows, but I mean, it's like bullish retest, and that's like the previous all-time high.
Yeah,
that looks bullish to me. I mean, if you lose that line, then you're cooked. But
I don't think that if you lose that line, you're cooked. But I agree, it's bullish.
Tucker, draw like a all-time high line from like the weekly close, not the wick.
The close.
Right there, yeah. I don't know. I don't think you can just like nuke through that level, personally. Are you expecting us to lose this level?
I'm not sure because total, like, I could see a reasoning for it, but BTC is making like 60% of this chart. And I think BTC can remain pretty strong, but I could see us retesting the low.
Mm-hmm.
Not exactly saying losing it on like a closing basis, but I could see us retesting it.
Just like the wick you're talking about.
Yeah.
The wick low.
I mean, that would be like Bitcoin having come back to 75K, basically. Looks like.
I think if we put up total 2 and total 3, that still has a reason to drop lower.
Yeah.
So to me, it kind of says, hey, Bitcoin is strong, but alts might still give some.
I don't know. I like a lot of these retests, but
Zoom in on like 3D daily.
that's nice. You know that's nice, but this is ugly.
Zoom in on daily.
That was so ugly. This is nice, but
That just like, this exactly to me looks like that semi-bear market, right? Like when I said we are in a macro bull market, but we will have few semi-bear markets in between. I think this one is sort of like that. That one, like you just had. Can you do like a little triangle on that top formation till like around 2025? Like that number on the bottom. Yeah. Like that. And then just the exactly. Yeah. So you just broken it down, and you are in this local downtrend right now, which I expect to sooner or later return to a bull market again. But locally, I think I can still see this chart taking the lows.
I hear a dog yapping. Whose dog is that?
It's mine.
We know.
It's mine.
I don't know. I'm kind of to the point where I just don't care. Like, I just think it's like you could snipe this bottom or you could just buy it, and just hold it and just wait. I get it. Some people are more active trading than others. I just don't care. Like, it's so close, in my opinion. It's so close. That's all we need. It could happen, could not happen. I'm indifferent. I view this like, Tucker, could you draw this as a range? Just like this bottom consolidation here. Just this little, right there. Just like range high, range low of that consolidation. No. Yeah, I mean, I meant like, see the from the nuke, the little drop that we had? Nah.
All right, I unmuted because the dog is still barking. But what do you want?
From like, February cert.
The February low, like draw that as range low, and then draw the range high. I'm just like, you're kind of at your mid range, so like I understand wanting to buy the range low. Like that makes perfect sense to me. But we kind of just were at the range low, and everybody was still expecting a breakdown. And I get it, the breakdown could be coming, but I'm like, I think that I'm not expecting a new range low. Like I'm not expecting another range breakdown from here. I don't think that you're going to just like keep marking down and marking down and marking down and just making like new ranges all the time. Like I think this is your range And if you want to try to wait for like a deviation and a reclaim of this range from the range low, like that makes sense, I guess. But I'm just not. It's kind of like, to me, if you wanted to look at like the FTX collapse range low on Bitcoin, right? It's like we kind of got a double bottom and then we didn't come back and really take out the range low again. Like eventually you buy the range low and it's deep value and then you just wait for it. And I feel like that's probably the winning strategy. Like I look at ETH and I'm just like, I can't really rationalize shorting high time frame like range low like this. I guess it's possible that you could snag another 10% drop or something on ETH like that's range low again, you know. But we were just sub 2K. And I'm like, when does it get to an extreme where it's just like we're not breaking down, like we're at support. We've had a few really nasty local pukes. Altcoins look pretty bottomed, like others' dominance looks bullish to me. I don't know if Tucker's even here anymore. His camera's off. I just don't care. I'm like, I'm just holding strong here. Like I just buy the range low or not. I just don't think that shorting into range low is like, I see some of these guys opening like swing shorts on ETH here. I'm just like, I just don't see that. I don't see like the swing short on ETH right here at all. I look at like Tether dominance and I'm like, I don't think there's much more than another range low retest at most. So,
Well, I think ETH could still significantly drop, but obviously shorting right now isn't probably, like you are not early to the game. You are no longer even middle of the game.
that's
in
what
my
I
opinion.
mean. I totally agree. Like, I don't think it's impossible for us to drop lower, right? I just want to be super clear. I'm just like, some of these guys now flipping like high time frame bearish. I'm like, that's the silly part to me, is like now you're just like joining in at a bad time and getting bared up. That's just not the move. Like you could be prospecting scalp shorts or whatever. And I think that's fine, like to each their own. But like I'm selling everything, just I'll be buying ETH at $800. I'm like, man, I don't think people even realize what that would imply for crypto. Like if ETH went to like $800 here, like we would be full blown in a bear market, like cooked.
Yeah.
I feel like people just say these numbers because they're like, I'm bearish.
Engagement.
800, and I'm like, do you like structurally we'd be fried, man. We'd be completely fried. You're not just calling for like lower locally, you're calling for like the death of the cycle, literally, like completely. I don't know.
Maybe some people think it's the death of the cycle.
I guess it's a possibility, right? I mean, everybody, it's certainly possible, I guess. I
do not believe it's the death of the cycle. I think the cycle is a lot different from the past ones, though. And I think, again, I view this ESPA as just a big mega range from 2021. 2021, sorry. So, yeah, I think the market was ready to go up. It got paused. It got halted. We are going through some intermediate pain, but I do not think it's cycle over. I think we will get the most bullish conditions for crypto companies all around in this coming period. And that itself should be inherently bullish. Now, when we discuss that time frame on it is not 1 month's projection. That time frame is, maybe end of the year. Maybe, I think end of the year. I think we will be way higher by end of the year than we are currently right now. Unless, again, it's truly over. And in that case, you need to have invalidations too. But I don't know, man, Max. I think some people are truly just kind of tired because it's been a long, drawn-out price action all the way from prior cycle. It's been pretty annoying, and some people probably are sort of like giving up on it all, and maybe like if it all goes to zero, they'll at least not feel that bad about themselves.
Yeah, I get it. I think that's for sure part of it. Like people are just so exhausted and they're
Yeah.
like, I'm done with this. I can't take the feeling anymore. Let's just root against it. It's easier, But I think this fractal needs to be studied right here.
Yeah, that's
I think
sort
it
of
needs-
that's sort of what I think kind of happens. Again, I still, as of right now, I still think it's. I think this is a good representation because, as of right now, I still think it goes slower. But as I've been saying, probably like sub 2.2k levels will, in my opinion, be great longer term. And that's sort of where like the mental capitulation is unfolding, sub 2.2k. So, but we could still drop like 20% from here. That's totally possible too. But the risk is slowly shifting to the upside here. That gold bottom, by the way, was the gold on SPX. It's just that gold rallied way higher.
Here, I'm like trying to fit this all on my screen. It's just so much info. Let me see. It's not perfect. I need my big monitor back, but something like this, man. Something. Look at that move on gold. That's impressive. Let me see. Let's go to the 2-week. This right here. It's ETH's turn, man. It is time for ETH. ETH could even be earlier in this fractal. We could even put it here, as like this is your breakdown, right? You could even say ETH is like in this thing, right? Because we've been comparing ETH to here. We've been comparing ETH this whole time to like Bitcoin back in here, potentially, right?
Someone asked me where do I think the gold-silver ratio bottoms. So I'm using the silver-gold pair, right? So silver's first, gold is second, which means if the chart is going up, then you need more gold to buy silver. So that means silver is gaining strength against gold. And on that pair, I think the bottom is already in because during COVID, you had a giant shakeout below the low from 1991, which is all-time lows. And I think silver is slowly crawling it up, and it's ready to explode to the upside big time. I think the low is in, but locally, it can stay here ranging for some time still, but you cannot be making new lows on the chart. So silver is definitely better hold to me than gold. But you will also, you do not know when it comes exactly. You just have the probability that it's coming, which doesn't mean just hold one. You want to hold just favoring ratio towards silver, I would say.
I like this. I'm gonna run with this. This is my new bias for ETH right here. This is it. This is it.
Could be. It could be. I think if ETH were to start reclaiming 2.5k, then I think this is sort of playing out. Until
And it
then,
can even still go lower. It doesn't need to be perfect, right? Like it could very easily go lower. Like I'm looking at the Coinbase chart. Remember that there was a wick here that went down to like 22K on Bybit.
Perpetual futures,
Yeah. Just something like this, right? It doesn't need to be perfect. This is my bias. Let's run it. Let's have some fun.
So this fractal still works out even if ETH were to drop to 1700.
Are you asking?
Yeah.
I mean, I would think so. Yeah, because I mean, look, we could look at Bybit here easily. I don't see why it would be invalidated. Similar kind of trend line breakdown, and like, let's see, like you could view this as like your range, and then you have that like final puke deviation, right? So you could kind of view this as like your range, and maybe you get like a final puke down way below the range low. I don't see why it would be invalidated, right? I just think it's important that like if you did go down there, it's probably pretty quick.
I tend to think so too.
But I also wouldn't mind it holding here.
I'm still not seeing it. Looking at like at TradFi, I still think I think it could happen. It could, but ETH needs to show some strengths, and so far, let's be honest, it hasn't. So I still think it's good to give it time, but I think we are very close to slowly turning to the upside, and obviously that slowly I mean like time wise, but I think that turnaround could be very quick. Then like we could get a V shape pretty much from this drop.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's like a crazy rush to buy back into anything. Like I think even if this was the bottom, I genuinely think it's gonna take a little bit of time, right? These time frames are not perfect, but I think it could be a little tedious here, right? Like let's just say hypothetically the bottom was in, like I think it would even be like this, and then like we curl up and it takes a long time, right? Maybe not, I don't know, but I don't know. I just think this is like it's the same thing over here, or it was, where you're just like you just can't like really re-enter here. Like this was like your bear market reaccumulation. And I view this the exact same way for ETH. Like this is your bear market reaccumulation. Like you just can't, you could wick into it. Like we did it over here, but you just can't, like some of these guys calling for like 1,000. That's the issue I have, is not the like, I want one more stab lower guys. It's the like, yeah, we're coming down like here, guys. You just can't do that. I think every rule in TA is broken if that happens. I do. I think,
Yeah.
You just can't do it. It's impossible. Tucker, welcome.
Yeah, sorry, the dog was freaking out. Had to deal with him.
You take a shotgun to the shed behind
Yeah, had to take him out back. Yeah.
Supper will be good.
Oh no, Jackus. No. That's pretty good. Is that the Bybit chart? Yeah, that makes sense.
Dude, comment section dirt up, man. They hate ETH. They hate crypto.
Who wouldn't hate ETH at this point?
What is the Binance chart? I mean, I know you don't have the wick that deep on the Bitcoin on Binance chart, but
I mean the founder of ETH is, saying how he loves communism. So and ETH has been just down only, and killing our dreams ever since. So I get it.
Mhm. Make the Bitcoin chart Binance.
This is
I
the
don't-
Binance chart,
No, it's not, Max.
brother.
Or maybe the people are
Binance.
just using the reverse psychology.
Bitcoin USDT perpetual contract 2-day Bybit right there.
Binance, brother.
Oh, Binance.
Yeah.
I thought you said Bybit. I was like, dude, I don't know how to
No.
ease you. I'm on the chart.
I know. Yes, you still got it, I guess.
You swept it. Most of the perps charts did sweep it at the time.
I guess Spot did it?
Spot didn't, and perpetuals have.
Yeah. I remember that Bybit wick was lower than a lot of charts. Yeah, I mean 1700 ETH would have been like 20K Bitcoin, which is what everybody wanted. And that's not really what everybody wants right now. Like, I don't really hear that many people talking about 1700. They're either talking about bottoms in from here or, sub 15. Basically, there's really no in between.
So basically, what you're saying, you drop to make those who believe the bottom is in right now to make them capitulate, and then you front run those who think way lower. Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe.
We'll see. I think this is like the first level ETH has a potential to bottom from, right?
Mhm.
Because finally, you have swept not just on perps but on all exchanges. You've hit the lowest levels since 2023, and you retested this bottoming range. That to me is like a first real level that I could see it bottoming from. I couldn't see it from that shit we got in early February, but and it could have happened. It was just very unlikely in my opinion. Right now, this is a finally first level I could see it bottom from. I just personally do not see it yet because I think there are still low, like there are reasons still to go lower here, but I also do not agree that we will be going to 1000 because that is completely ignoring the support, the strong support that's in the middle of it. So that's just my take.
Yeah, definitely a big level. Definitely. We're getting some. It's 11. I think he's signing some orders today.
If we go to 1200, then you've broken the market structure, the mega one, and you are going to 800. And
At that
potentially
point,
lower.
I think you just sweep the low and you just double bottom. Like,
Yeah.
This is the most you can allow for, is this. Like a quick zhoop. This is the most. Beyond that, not good.
Yes.
Damn it,
Tucker.
I'm typing
I'm
again.
gonna buy you
Sorry, I know. I did it. I know.
I don't know what kind of how about this? Go to your settings and there's an audio and then reduce
it doesn't
background
work.
noise.
It doesn't work. Wait.
Try it.
You mean
just mute your keyboard, man.
All right. There we go. I just did it.
Did you do echo cancellation and reduce mic background noise?
Yes.
All right, now type something.
We can still hear it, but it's way better.
So much better though.
Wait,
so much
really?
Better. Yeah, so much better. You can still hear it, but it's much better.
We hear the enter or space.
Yeah.
But when you type, it's much better.
A typewriter.
Typewriter.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for this trend to turn around, man.
You're not enjoying this, Jackus? This is so much fun. Every day, just bullshit. It's amazing. I love it.
I'm not. I'm bull by heart and always have been. And especially when it comes to like stuff like BTC, I'm very, very bullish there. So no, I'm not enjoying it.
Dude, the CEO of Tether looks like in DC right now. Paulo.
Paulo is a chat. What is he doing?
He's just standing in front of the Capitol building, looking like a Chad.
Show us.
Yeah, pull it up. Are we nuking?
He's yelling
Everybody's
at me.
saying that we're
It's
nuking.
crazy.
I know Trump was signing some executive orders at noon Eastern today, I think. So that is right now.
It's simply because SPX is nuking. That's it. Oh, interesting.
See Paulo?
Paulo is such a Chad man. Like, I like him truly. Like, I think it's one of he's to me seems like one of the best personas of crypto Twitter.
Yeah, he's cool.
Plus,
I don't know
he's
what he's
Italian.
doing there. Aren't they like one of the largest T-bill holders or something? What is it?
Yeah, he is. He's going to. They basically created a new central bank without people knowing it, and they run it now.
It's so cool, honestly.
With just 10 people, man.
And they just make so much money. It's insane.
We are here.
Tucker, what are you reading?
Financial juice.
What?
Basent is live right now. That's what's going on. The Treasury is or the Secretary of the Treasury. Also, mortgage rates fell by 0.13%. Lovely.
Wow, they're
Down to
almost
663.
Wow, that's amazing. It's almost like they weren't at like 2.8% 3 years ago. It's unbelievable.
I know.
What a good deal that is. I just can't wait to sign up for a 30-year note at 6.5%. It's fantastic.
Hey, Max, historically.
Oh, historically, yeah. Like when home prices were 1/10 the price that they are now. Yeah, that's I love when people tell me that. My first mortgage was actually 30%. Yeah, well, you bought your home for like
20 grand
and a box of raisins. Like, what are you talking about?
Box of raisins.
Yeah. The boomer mind cannot understand how much their home has inflated. They just
there is nothing more annoying than people who do not appreciate context, man.
But they're happy to sell it to you for $2 million. Happy.
Dude, happy.
Yeah.
So happy to do it. Happy to do it. You know, maybe your generation should learn to save their hard-earned money a little bit more. That's your problem. Okay.
I love that. I saw that clip where there's like that exactly like a boomer mom, and then there is that girl, young, her daughter, and she is like, "Come try this out, man!" Like, mom, and she's like, exactly what you say. Like, your generation just need to toughen up, man. You guys are just so lame. And then she tries it for one day, and she's like, "Oh, I get it now."
Yeah, literally. Yeah. I don't know the meme, but I can picture it.
No, it was a video. Like, she let her mom work for that paycheck for one day, and she was like, try to live off that. And she tried, and she's like, okay, now I get it.
They just don't get it, man.
They don't get it.
All they did was just play NVIDIA and get lucky.
And we bought Ethereum and didn't get lucky.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. SPX, guys, again, this is like, in my opinion, right? Market dropping, like Ether, BTC right now. But compared to SPX, it's because SPX is dropping. And in my opinion, crypto is holding really well right now, all things considered. Again, I still think lower, but I think I think it's mainly due to TradFi, and yeah, TradFi can still go lower. But yeah, nobody can tell me. Like some people are like, yeah, this is a beautiful uncorrelated asset class. Yeah, for sure.
No,
Very
there's
very
like little
uncorrelated.
moments in time where they, are not correlated, but it's very, they're very
Yeah,
tied at the hip.
that's like on the day when Trump announces SBR. So like on the day, it's very uncorrelated because you get a pump and dump.
Well, and stocks are not even open on Sunday.
Yeah, plus, yeah, and Eric is making fun of you.
Yeah. Well, Eric Trump told me to buy ETH, so I'm good.
He said buy. He didn't say buy the dip. He said buy the dips.
Oh, dips, plural. Okay, I see. I see. I don't know. I think this happens right here. I think we go boom, and then I think we go boom. And the
Boom.
question is, what happens here? What happens here?
Check question, big question.
I want to see this after scoop. We'll have to wait and see.
I still think looking at like Sol, just the chart is, to me, that must sweep the low. The chart is begging for it. The chart is
Are you talking about just this local low right here?
at absolute minimum. I think it still is coming for August low.
So somewhere around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it. I don't have like a super firm opinion on Sol here. I just care what Bitcoin does, honestly. Like we just need Bitcoin to recover, and then we'll see what leads out of that.
You need ETH to recover.
Well, let's start with Bitcoin, but yes, I mean you're not wrong. But
And we need ETH BTC to finally stop going down, then.
yeah, I don't even know what to say about this anymore. Like I have no analysis to share. I have no commentary.
I swear that literally everyone now, even people who thought they were smart being bearish at first, and then they saw that they were buying the bottom, got it wrong. Like everyone tried to call bottom on ETH BTC right now, and they didn't do it right, because this is the biggest crime in charts history. Like
This
that
is the
move
biggest
down.
crime. Yeah, this is the biggest crime. I mean, looking at this right here, I mean, it's hard to think that this wouldn't be the low, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard to think that this wouldn't be the low. If this is not the low, I don't know what to say anymore. I genuinely
you mean in the green zone? Yeah, yeah.
I mean somewhere around here, right? Like it has to be.
It has to be.
You could maybe, just like this general region, right?
Do you know what's the biggest crime of this chart? It's not that it went down as much as it did like this in the past 2 years or so. It's in the way it has done it. Like that there has been no, like, even scam pump. It's just been like, it couldn't take a single high. A single high couldn't be taken on this down move.
I want to know who the mastermind behind this. Like, that there's like some fund out there that did this and is mostly responsible for this.
That has to be his foundation.
No way.
Just like, nope, you will not make new highs just yet. Nope, we will just drop.
I mean, this is crazy.
I
don't know what to say about this. I genuinely am at a loss for words with this chart.
Can we
I don't
get
know
like ETH foundation cells on this chart? That would be interesting because everyone does it on USD chart, but do we have ETH foundation cells on ETH BTC chart?
No, but I'm sure we could do it.
Maybe there's an indicator. Maybe there's some indicator.
Someone makes an indicator.
ETH foundation.
I mean, look at this thing, man. Look at the Parabola. It's gonna start going backwards soon. Look at this has to give. This is it. They're out of steam. You just I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's just like RIP, you know. What the hell is this thing? Oh my goodness. ETH Foundation. I don't know. ETH Foundation. ETH sells. No one's made it. We could probably like chat GPT every time they've sold and try to figure it out. But
let's do it. I want to know who's responsible.
guys, so sorry. I have to log off 10 minutes early, so you got to wrap up the show. All right.
All right.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
Megaphone. All right, Max.
Wait, did we just mess up the screen? I feel like we probably did.
Did we?
I don't know. Maybe. Hang on.
Yeah, thank you guys in the comments regarding the baby. Thank you.
Yeah, we did. We did.
We did mess up the chart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. So
It's
so it happens whenever we change screen.
Yeah. Give it a second.
Interesting.
Okay, it's back for me.
So it doesn't matter who does it. It's just screen change.
That's crazy.
Hello, darkness, mild.
It's a good song. It's a good song. Do we bounce at the bottom of the megaphone, Jackus?
We already bounced.
No. Oh, here?
No, on the right.
No. What? Okay. All right. On the hourly. My dog is back there trying to lay down.
I'm trying to find the dates of ETH Foundation selling. So go with me, Tucker. Put on ETH BTC chart, and you will do. I'll give you the dates, and you will put markers there. So go on ETH BTC.
Okay, ETH BTC. We're just gonna do this manually.
Manual, yeah. There is no. It's not that many from.
Oh, come on, bottom. There we go. We're good. There it is, Jackus.
Listen, so January 27th.
You want to put vertical lines on the chart? Okay. Wait, let's do it like this.
You can do arrows. You can do these. Yeah, up to you.
So that was the bottom.
So wait.
Wait. What year?
January 27th, 2025.
Oh. January 27th. I need to go daily. We're just gonna do this year.
Yeah, there hasn't been that many sales, so there's only been 2 this year, and then 4 the past year, and then we'll see what was before. So January 27th, then January 8th.
28th.
No. Like 8th, like number 8. 8th.
Did you say January 8th?
Yeah. Then November 12th, 2024.
Okay, so we're going backwards. Okay, November 12th.
Then October 23rd, 24.
October 23rd. Okay.
Then September 20. Okay, maybe it's showing me maybe it's showing me the wrong ones. Shit, one sec. I try to look at the others. One sec. We have November 12th, right?
No, we had October 23rd,
And November.
November 12th. Oh wait, yeah, we have it. We have it.
Okay. Like I cannot find a single list of all of them. I might have it now. Okay, so no, I don't. And AI is rugging me, it seems, too, because it doesn't comply. Wait, I'll try Grok. Maybe it's better since it's more crypto friendly.
We'll probably have to fiddle with it for a while, Jackus.
All right, so I should have the dates. No.
No.
Now it seems like I suppose it's really hard to get it even for AI.
Mm-hmm.
I literally asked for specific dates, and it like sometimes it gives them, but randomly, and then misses some. I don't know, and I would probably need more time to do it. So it doesn't matter,
insane, man.
But it's definitely been crime, and someone is responsible. Yeah. If not East Foundation, then someone is. But it would be cool, right? If you like could search up someone who always sold it at the moment when there was the spike.
Dude, that's crazy. You really had like 3 into that level, huh? 1, 2, 3, boom.
Indeed.
Jeez. Oh man.
What do you think of BTC dominance? Do you think it stopped? Say it as it is. Say it as it is.
No, I mean, do I think that this wick was the top?
Yeah.
Could be. Kind of no, though. I think you could at least test that wick again in the next 10 days. Because the problem is, I think if we go a little bit lower, this is going to go up. And if we are going to leg up again in a big way, Bitcoin's going to lead, at least at first. So regardless, I think this goes higher. Like, I don't think this tops until Bitcoin locally tops above like 130 or something like that. Then I think this thing just drops like a rock. But
very interesting.
Sitting at 89K, no, probably not. Because when did this spike 78K? Was that when that happened? Probably.
That was the February 3rd.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do like that thesis. I think that was very honest. It's not what we want, right? We want BTC dominance to spike, to go down, because like that doesn't even have to mean that BTC would be going down. It just means that BTC chills and alts finally catch a bid.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it means.
Like, I think if you do this, this goes up, and I think if you do this, this also goes up. I think this is where this drops hard, like that. Right?
Can you put ETH USD down to it too?
Yeah.
I feel like the only times the cycle ETH has outperformed like on these spikes was when the market was ready to take a plunge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when Bitcoin was just kind of doing this is when you saw dominance fall off a cliff right here.
Yeah, because people were thinking that, hey, this is finally the time. And I mean, it made sense back then. Again, looking at December, you would expect that ETH would break the 4K. You had the dominance dropping. It made all the sense that ETH was going to go up at that time. Like, I do not think BT, thinking higher for BTC dominance at the time would make that much sense.
Yeah.
Because even if you zoom out, BTC dominance in December has hit that strong supply too from 2021.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was it. And you saw a very strong rejection from that area in December. And ETH was around 4K ready to break it. So this to me shows that the markets can, again, they can fake, but it was still good decision, or it was more probable outcome that ETH would continue at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't, you need to change. I think it's still going to come. I still think BTC dominance is going to go down, but yeah, maybe not exactly as soon as we discussed.
Yeah. Like I said, I think you get dominance to go down once you make this move.
The good part about, by the way, is that we had BTC dominance going up this entire time, right? Because it's directly correlated to ETH BTC in that regard. But we still had many alts that pumped hundreds or even thousands of percent in that time period. So like you really didn't have alt season yet, and yet you had many alts to make lots of money on.
This guy said dominance top last cycle when the Fed ended QT.
Yeah, but what about the cycle before? How do you explain that, right? I do not think it's necessarily bound to end of QT, but it surely does help, But I think what helps the most is not QT, but rate cuts. But again, it's not as simple as just like end of QT and you get an out season. Because in like quite, visibly in 2017, you had an alt season and you did not have, end of QT or QE.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is true.
But it can definitely help. Like if you get it, like for example, after COVID, if you just flood the system with liquidity, then obviously that can cause it.
Yeah. But we did, like you said, we didn't have that in 2017. We just had
had adoption cycle.
Yeah, and we just had a Fed funds rate going, or Fed balance sheet going sideways.
Yeah, we had Fed balance sheet going sideways.
Yeah,
and we had stable interest rates.
mm-hmm.
There wasn't interest rate cuts. There wasn't interest rate hikes. It was just good conditions all around. And
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Shall we wrap it up, Jackus?
Wrap it up, brother.
All right, hold on. Well, that is it for us today, guys. That's it for us on Market Check. We'll see what they want to do tomorrow. With the meeting. I hope we get something actionable, like I said, but yeah, there's no way to know with those fundamental catalysts, if you want to call them that. But Anyways, guys, you all know the spiel if you're here long enough, but here is one of our products, the terminal. I think it's like $97 a month or something, but you get a bunch of stuff, a bunch of cool indicators, all your on-chain data, uh, heat maps, spaghetti charts. You want to look at USD JPY versus Pepe. You can do that. Which is,
What else you can get?
what else can you get?
Can you get 10-year yield?
Ooh,
versus
that's a good question, Jackus. I actually don't know if you can get 10-year US 10-year. No, not an option.
what about TLT or stocks? That can we get stocks?
If I can get USD JPY, I should be able to get stocks.
Yeah, because I'm surprised you can get USD JPY.
I don't know how they're letting us get USD JPY. That's
because it combines.
Yeah.
It combines crypto exchanges and some offer that. That makes sense.
That is interesting. But yeah, you can put whatever you want on here. Oh, I forgot to scroll down. There we go. But yeah, so all that spaghetti charts, all the stuff, DCA. Again, this is a good one. Terminal price has not been hit. Terminal price is what right now? Scroll up. There we go.
This is also one of the things I was discussing, that the longer it takes the cycle, the longer the cycle goes.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, because as you keep making these ranges along the way, you keep raising the bar.
Yeah. Yeah, these are your bear market buys down here, the balance price and the realized price. When you stab into that, that's a good buy. When you hit the red line, terminal price, it's a good sell. So that's 200K right now, but high cycle top also not triggered. So again, I do think this is a mid-cycle correction, but ROI from cycle bottom, supply, all this on-chain Glassnode style indicators on here. We looked at the DCA calculator yesterday, but again, kind of a nice feature. BNB, Bitcoin, DCA. What would it look like? Who did better? Probably Bitcoin, I would guess. Probably Bitcoin. Yep. BNB's in green. Yeah. Yeah, Bitcoin would have done better. So again, tough to beat Bitcoin, but yeah, that is the terminal. We also have the Discord. The terminal is included in that. Let's see. We also have the Academy and 2 other free courses. And then BB Wealth Management, our SEC registered hedge fund, where we can trade. So those are the products, as most of you probably know. But yeah, I know it's not a super fun time in the market right now, but we are still building and trying to build out these products. Like I said, like DGen is coming soon, so the guys are doing stuff. The guys are working on this. So anyway,
the devs are doing something.
Yes. So we got Agger in the order books over here too, which is kind of nice. But let's see, funding rates, liquidations. I can put all this on here if I want, which is, if you want to look at it like that, you can. I don't do that, but that is an option. Anyways, yeah, that's it from us today, guys. We will be back tomorrow at 11 Eastern to probably talk about whatever. I don't know what time is the summit? Do we know what time the summit is, Jackus? Do you have any idea?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it's in the morning so we can talk about it on Market Check. But anyway, Yeah, that's it from us, guys. So stay safe, and we will see you guys tomorrow. All right. Let me find
It should be 10:30 p.m. UTC. PM. So
I don't know what UTC
wait,
is.
it's like England time.
I needed
You got
an Eastern, Jackus. I needed an Eastern.
it should be 1:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m.
1:30 to 1:30 p.m. Eastern.
1:30 p.m. Eastern to 5:30 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. So 12:30 for me. All right. I'm in Central. All right. Well, we won't talk about the summit tomorrow because it won't have happened yet, but we, of course, will speculate on the outcome. So, anyways, guys, have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.